So put aside the German minister and the US vice president, you say you have nothing to do with ISIL or Jabhat al-Nusra, but you have said you're working with Ahrar al-Sham. In fact, you've said Ahrar al-Sham are one of the honorable rebel groups in Syria, despite the fact that this is a hardline group which has rejected democracy, which shares its commanders with Al-Qaeda in Syria, shares the same, quote, end goal as ISIL, a so-called Islamic State, and which has been accused of war crimes by Human Rights Watch, of gunning down children, of hostage-taking. You have no problems working with a group like that?
You are evaluating them as such?
Or that is on their basis of what they've said.
Ahrar al-Sham is a Syrian liberated group, and they are among other Syrian army, among other Syrian
The leader of Ahrar al-Sham told Al Jazeera that we share the same end goal as ISIL and Islamic State. We only disagree on tactics. That's the group you're supporting.
They have different ideology, Mahdi.
That's not what he's saying.
Ahrar al-Sham is a moderate group.
A moderate group whose founder, Abu Khalid al-Suri, declared publicly that he was the representative of Ayman al-Zawahiri, the Al-Qaeda leader in Syria.
No, they have nothing to do with. I can guarantee you that they have no link.
But
whatsoever.
they're saying they have links.
No,
you're saying they don't have links. The leaders of Ahrar al-Sham are saying we have links.
I am telling you that Ahrar al-Sham is a Syrian group. They look for their liberation, and they are working amongst another moderate group. And
so when the leader of Ahrar al-Sham tells Al Jazeera, as he did in 2013, that democracy is governing people according to the rules they please, we don't agree with democracy, is he lying?
You cannot have democracy off the shelf and just ask the people to have your democracy. Their goal is to bring the regime down because of the brutality.
By killing women and children, according to Human Rights Watch report of October 2013, entire families were gunned down by rebel groups, including Ahrar al-Sham.
Rest assured, if Ahrar al-Sham committed such crimes as you are mentioning, then they will have a firm stand from the countries who consider them Syrian. I don't think Ahrar al-Sham committed any of these crimes.
Okay, well, you're here.
I'm not here to defend Ahrar al-Sham, by the way.
You are defending them.
No, not to defend them. I'm saying Ahrar al-Sham is among the other moderate groups who are struggling for their freedom. I have to be clear on this.
You've said you want to see a democratic Syria, a very noble goal. I think many people would agree with you on that. But given Qatar isn't a democracy itself, some people might say it's a bit rich for you to lecture others in the region on the need for democracy.
What more democracy you want than we have the best health care system, the best education, and
that's not the definition of democracy, with respect.
What do you want?
You don't have democratic elections. You don't have an elected head of government.
No, but this is not accurate. We have our constitution, and there is in the constitution there will be an elected shura. We are progressing. We are improving.
I think you've postponed elections 2 or 3 times already.
No, this is technicalities.
So who in the Qatari government is elected?
No, you have municipality are fully elected. The local municipality.
They don't control the country. The emir and people like yourself control the country.
No, but they are well here. They are well listened to.
But that's not the definition of a democracy.
Tell me, do you want the democracy that's imported? This is the democracy you want?
I don't want anything. I'm just asking you a question. You say you want democracy in Syria. So I'm saying, why not have democracy in Qatar first?
We have our own democracy, which everybody is happy with. We have, as I told you, we have.
So would you be happy with a Qatari-style democracy in Syria?
We have ours. If they have their Qatari style, then well, they will be. This will be a good model. You know, we have.
But no one in the world will consider it democratic. With respect, foreign minister.
You have
no one in the world thinks Qatar is a democracy.
Best health system, best education. The highest income per capita.
China has one of the best school systems in the world. No one considers China to be a democracy.
Well, this is from your view, but the Chinese people think that their country is democracy.
Well, then President Assad could say my country is a democracy. There's no independent measure. Everyone's a democracy.
We have to differentiate something, Mahdi. Yeah. You know, you don't bomb your people and kill 300,000 and you say I'm
and he's an abhorrent leader for doing that. I'm talking about the system.
No. The
system is elections is what defines a democracy.
The system was needed in Syria as minor reforms at the time when Dar'a started, and the Assad did not do it.
Agreed.
They did not want to throw Assad out of the system. They just wanted a minor reforms, which he rejected, and he faced his people with the nozzle of the gun. This is the story.
Agreed. And what he's done, everyone agrees. War crimes have gone on in Syria. What are people supposed to make of Qatar when a non-violent poet, Muhammad al-Ajami, is locked up there for 15 years for simply reciting a poem that the government didn't like, while a Saudi preacher, Saad bin Atiq al-Atiq, is invited into Doha's Grand Mosque and onto Qatari state TV to say that Christians, Jews, Alawites, Shias should be destroyed? You arrest the poet, but not the preacher of hate.
No, this is proof something to you that in Qatar we have freedom of speech and everybody can express himself freely. This has happened. There is a breach in the state who has called last year to burn the Quran and kill the Muslims, and nobody put him in jail or anything. He was expressing himself, and this is a fact. For Al-Ajmi is different case. Al-Ajmi has violated a criminal code in Qatar.
So by violating the code with the poem, he's arrested and prosecuted. But somebody who says destroy Christians, Jews, Alawites, and Shias on state TV, you don't want to arrest him?
No. He was expressing his individual. It's wrong what
on
he
state,
said.
On Qatari state TV, you don't get on there.
But he's not there anymore. He's not allowed.
He won't be allowed anymore.
No,
this preacher from Saudi Arabia.
Did you hear about him after that speech?